guys, today I'm gonna do a Rubik's Cube video again. But today I'm gonna break and rebuild it. Is that okay, guys? Also make sure to like and subscribe. Also my just shipping. He doesn't really care, so because it's literally basically my thing. Yesterday my dad called this month because I fixed this. My God! It's not broken, it's not broken. No, it's not broken. Yeah. Okay, if you guys get bored, please put ×2 speed, okay? Now I'm gonna break this up. And if you don't mind, I will open my YouTube to watch some video while I'm on it. I'm just a
22.
kid, so I
I'm
love
20
YouTube.
by the way. And with kids content, it's commonly whoever posts the most wins. So they don't have time to actually compete with other people. They just do like 3 attempts and wow, the viewers love it. Preston is the funniest YouTuber. Keep on being yourself, man. You shouldn't ever stop making videos. I love your breaking record view, and because of that, I think you've run that record.
Handman found cooked cod in 21.5 seconds. But because he's a child, I think I can do it even faster.
Buried treasure can generate at the chunk coordinates 99, which Preston uses to his advantage. He explains that to the viewers, then says,
But now we just have to get rid of the 11 to 12 worlds.
oh, Preston, before you generate the world, I think you forgot to turn your cheats on. But at least he is honest about one thing. He did generate a lot of worlds. There's video proof. Nope, not even that is true. These squares are unique to every world, so if you were to generate a ton of worlds, you would have a bunch of different looking squares. But if we take all his cut up footage and unscramble it, it's just the same one world generation, just spliced and split up. Then when he loads into the world, he accidentally reveals that he's 700 blocks away from spawn. It's funny to think what the actual footage of this would look like. Okay, time to generate a lot of worlds, and that's how you know Mr. Legit Speedrunner McGee is legit. Okay, now we're gonna cut,
Next.
teleport. Oh, hello, turtle. There's the chest. There's the chest. Holy freaking frick, guys! I have no idea where the buried treasure could be! I don't know how this news of Preston Plays cheating will be received by everyone. I realize my sister knows a few people that would be bummed by this news. Because she's a preschool teacher. This isn't a bit. She actually is, and her kids love talking about Preston Plays. Then my sister says, oh, my brother is a Minecraft YouTuber. Do you know, yeah, Jaren? None of them have said yes. I guess you win some, you lose some.
This YouTuber literally broke this record in 45 seconds, but we're gonna do it even quicker.
Fastest time to get the return to sender advancement. This is Majid's first record, and from how he gets a ruined portal that's completable, then gets lucky on the gas spawning in under 45 seconds, I'm willing to bet this was at least a set seed run. But I can't find anything concrete that says this is cheated. He never shows coordinates. I reached out to a speedrunning friend, and the loot he gets is lucky, but legit, and there's no cuts hiding things. Honestly, wait a minute, I just had an idea. Sorry, I interrupted recording my own audio there because I just had an idea and I did it. I proved that run cheated. So I've been running around this whole mesa biome doing these like slash place structures to try and generate the one that he did. No. Yes, this is it. So this is the portal he gets. We look here, it's this one. This is the only one he could have gotten. Like you can tell, okay, so there's no like overhang. Like this one has an overhang. This one just looks completely different. This one completely different. It's this one. We're gonna recreate what he did. He opens the chest. So what he does is he goes to the top block. 1, 2. So we go to the highest block. 1, 2. And this isn't a ruined portal. It's a square, and that's how it's cheated. See what they did is take this generation of the portal and then preemptively add obsidian here and here, so then he can come over and make a portal. But you may be like, well, what if it just naturally generated like that? But it can't. There are specific ways nether portals can generate, and this right here is none of them. I'm still surprised I figured out how that record was cheated, but these next ones are a bit of a mystery. All of a sudden, Preston Plays in his group start doing records associated with the letter of the alphabet, like A for arrow, B for boat, C for cheat. I'm glad he's teaching his audience the alphabet. It's probably the first time they've seen it. But with this page change, I realized instead of this being one 36-minute video, it's actually 3 smaller videos put together. But good thing for us, they cheat in all 3. Now the first record I was suspicious of in this alphabet video was D for fastest time getting a diamond. They show him spawning into the world and then getting the diamond, but never running to the blacksmith, so I was thinking maybe they lied about the timer. So I recreated the entire world block for block from the footage, and getting to the blacksmith in 14 seconds is reasonable. But I did still beat this record out of spite.
Whatever. As part.
Oh my gosh, this could be it. This could be it.
Why did I talk like a
Oh my
Asian?
god! I was very humble about this record and did not brag at all, even though it would have been very easy to, because I am way better than him. But that takes us to Majid, the letter E for largest emerald cube.
Pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. I have to skip forward a little bit as I continue to build this.
And then they proceed to skip just a little ahead to the completed build. What you saw was all they showed for the building process, so I can safely say this was pasted in with a mod. Because viewer, imagine you had spent a whole day placing down 1 million blocks. Wouldn't you have a time lapse that shows you placing more than just a stack? And with that record, I've now shown every member of the squad cheating a record, except for Josh. Does Josh cheat his records? So in the first of the 3 videos in the compilation, Josh does 2 records. The first is the furthest distance traveled using only fireballs, current record being 63. When he lands, the text says he got 65, but zooming into the sign, it says 75. Maybe they made the number lower to make it seem like he just barely beat the record, but then other than that, I can't really see anything wrong with it. The next one is fastest time to break a beehive on a set seed. Now, this isn't the world record. The actual one is like 2 frames, but this run isn't cheated. And we'll start to notice a pattern of what Josh does. J for most jumps in a row, not much to verify there, and M for minecart. I'm led to believe this one's also real because it's a trick shot, and you can't fake a trick shot because you show all the footage. And that's mostly what Josh does in the group. Yes, he does have some weird records, like clearing out a pillager tower with only a diamond sword, then uses a stone sword, but Josh does mostly cool tricks that aren't possible to fake because they show all the footage of him doing it. So strangely, Josh doesn't cheat.
What are you looking for, a goat horn?
I don't know. They do some weird things.
Yeah, you could be like fastest time to get 2 carrots, 2 XP bottles, a log, and 2 wheat. Bro, you just world recorded.
World record. Nobody can compete with this. There are actually less cheated records in this alphabet video, mostly because they really lean into the whole, what the frick, nobody's done this before. Most ocelots tamed in a minute, but you get infinite fish. Largest llama war? I can do you one better. Largest llama race war. U is for breaking the most blocks underwater in one breath. Like, that is a record so random you would not have to cheat it. But you still could. For 10 seconds, Caleb is breaking kelp, but when he's at 5 little bubbles, it cuts a second. He loses a breath bubble, which makes sense, but then his inventory is full of kelp, his tools are on the other side of the inventory, gets 60 XP levels, and the counter jumps up by 70. Genuinely, this is so cheated, I'm at a loss for what they even did. Is this just 2 runs spliced together? But then why did they get XP? What's the point in that?
Oh yeah, is that one of them? Getting a cocoa bean?
No. For the fun of it.
But now it is!
Now
Bro,
it
that's
is!
actually,
World record! You can't do that.
Dude, that's-
Testing plays, I dare you.
that's actually close to like the theoretical
God.
limit.
I just made a square, a yellow square, and I think
World
an
is
orange
looking down
square.
and to the
I
right,
will not
which is only
see-
possible
I will
if
not
you're loading into
see
the world
the
for a
end of
second
the
time. First time generation is always looking straight forward.
Oh,
Every
wow, I
time
did
I
it in
watch this
8
video,
meters.
I find more
Huge
cheated records,
upgrade.
and that's especially in video 3. At first, I thought this third one was from before they even started cheating records, but that was only because this is the best they've done at hiding it. They do still have that bad habit of going, timer starts now, whenever they feel like it. Okay, timer starts when I open this chat.
There.
Dude, this one is weird. Record to get the most head. Caleb brings a charge creeper over to a bunch of monsters because if they're exploded by it, monsters drop their head. So he just wants the most from one creeper. But there's a reason nobody has attempted this record before, because it's impossible to get more than 1. It's hard-coded. No matter how many monsters the creeper blows up, only 1 will drop their head. So when he picks up 5, how did those other 4 get there? We can assume he just threw those on the ground to pick up. Correction though, you can only get 1 on Java Edition. He's on Java Edition though, so oops, still guilty. This is most hype from a TNT cannon, which I paid no mind to. It seemed like one of their silly records. He launches and gets to 1,000 blocks, but at a closer look, I felt that this trajectory he was on wouldn't take him 1,000 blocks high. I just have to get suspicious and then it all crumbles. But to expose it, we need to do a quick physics lesson. But don't worry, even a Preston Plays fan could understand this. The TNT cannon launches him up and to the right, so that means he is traveling up and to the right. I know, revolutionary. But when we look at his footage, he's moving up clearly, but his X or Z coordinate don't change, even though he was launched to the right. It should be changing, even just a little, because this can measure in 1/1000th of a block, which is this small of a distance. It would only be the up coordinate changing if, let's say, you launched yourself, but then used creative mode flight to get to 1,000 blocks. And whoop-de-doo, guess who's in creative?
This challenge will all be collecting
Green
69 keepers
cross.
and putting them in a pin together.
Really? We're gonna do this? To the only guy who doesn't cheat his records? The only thing Josh sucks at is sucking at Minecraft. But to be fair, he does not know some of the mobs.
Okay, I don't know what a VEX is, but I'm spawning it. It's a Vex! Okay, Vex.
The others cheat more in this third video, but in ways we've already covered, like splicing 2 or 3 runs together, or just straight up lying to the viewer, so I don't care to cover them. But that's mostly to get to video 4. So far, we've gone over the obvious cheats, the hidden cheats, but now for the funny. Setting 100 impossible world records. Not only are these not impossible, they're not world records, they're not even setting any of these, and they don't even do 100. The fastest time to start a raid will introduce us to a new way to detect cheating. When Chase starts loading into worlds, you'll notice this chat message that says, "Rep Arted." But if you're a YouTuber, you'll recognize this as the recording started message. See, with Replay Mod, the mod that helps YouTubers make cinematics, whenever you join or create a world, this little message pops up for 10 seconds. First attempt, Chase joins and gets the message. Same for the second, meaning he just created or joined the world. But when he creates the third world, it's not there. And wouldn't you know, this was the time he got the world with exactly what he needed. So what they're doing is creating the world, then spending a lot of time trying to find the structures they need, and then once they find them, they act like they just barely created the world, even though we know they didn't. Now that's not funny on its own, but that information helps us understand the deeper meaning of this one. Chase tries to beat the fastest time to get a diamond, which, screw you. But once again, he loads a world, nothing around. Loads another, man, I really wish there was a village. But then on the third world, he doesn't get the message, and suddenly...
Is that a mine shaft? Is that mine? Guys, let's just see, let's just see. There's always something lucky in the caves and I went the wrong direction.
I'm sorry, wrong direction? Wrong direction implies you know the right direction. It's one thing to cheat, but another to just admit it while recording. But triple worse is your friend admitting it too. Caleb kills a skeleton for bones, then tames a dog. But at some point he says,
Oh, where did they go? Where did they go? Oh, they're here.
I thought that, that's strange. How do you lose the bones? Until I watched this closer. And you'll notice the skeleton
Guys, one more. I'm gonna
doesn't
do
drop
it
any
on record.
bones. There's
Oh my
16
God.
records in this video, and
12
half are cheated
12
by them
minutes.
pre-picking spawns.
You did
Caleb
it.
does it with the Rune Portal, and they always follow the same pattern. They load a
Yeah,
world,
it's
there's
a
nothing
click.
there. They load
If you guys
another, they say,
click
man, this is gonna be so
here,
hard.
click.
And then it's
It
always on the
means
third
I
one.
think
The recording
a
started
Rubik's
message
Cube.
doesn't appear, and
That was a roof. That was a roof.
everything they need
I'm not
is
a
near
pro.
them. But reusing worlds is actually a big problem in the Minecraft speedrunning community because it gives an unfair advantage of knowing the best route to take, is a great seed, and is hard to prove if it was reused. One world record when speedrunning was getting popular was, at a time, only debunked by, it kind of felt like he knew where everything was already.
Oh my
It took an
God.
experienced runner like Dream to notice and call it out. This comment actually made this the most infamous cheated speedrun. Until you
Alright
know,
guys, make sure
Dream
to
cheated
like
one
and
himself.
subscribe.
That takes
I
us
hope
to
you
the end of
like-
the fourth video, where they
I
have
hope you
this
like my
funny
content. Also, my stupid dad is here. Bye.